first to the second round against the Boston Celtics. Nothing short of that. Anything less than that is unacceptable. And the Knicks are in trouble. By the way, when Shannon was talking about alluding to the two players that's gone, that's Paul George and Russell Westbrook, just so everybody knows. But here's the deal. Back to the Knicks. I'm very worried about them. I'm picking them, but I'm worried about them in this series. This kid, Cade Cunningham, is something special. He averages over 30 against the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks record against Cleveland, Boston, and Detroit this year is 1-11. 1-11. That is not good. That is not good. Add in the Oklahoma City Thunder, that's 1-13. Add in the Lakers, it's 1-15. I mean, this is not good. This is not good. And I know this. I'm not gonna be absent or devoid of objectivity, Shannon. Okay, I get it. And this is the thing that bothers me. That's right, that's you. Yeah, ain't gonna Knicks in 5. I can't say that. I'm going with the New York Knicks. I'm picking them to win this series. But I think this is a couple of things that need to be said. Number one, the New York Knicks are not the team that they were last year. Hartenstein, DiVincenzo, even though Julius Randle was not healthy and could not participate in the playoffs, their culture, what they lived on, that grit is not there. Are they more talented? I think so, offensively, but the grit is gone. And so because of that, it's going to be called upon for Karl Anthony Towns to step up and to show that he's made. We know he can score the ball, but he's going to have to show what he's made of. Number two, Jalen Brunson. This brother's special, but in the same brand, we know what he's done in the postseason for the New York Knicks. But now he got that brother Cade Cunningham to go up against. And you got to match this brother because he's coming. He's coming. There's no way around this. And so I think that if you're the New York Knicks, right now we're looking at Coach Tom Thibodeau. And I'm not saying it should happen. I don't think he should be gone. I think he's an outstanding coach. He knows basketball. He demands hard-nosed play. And he gets it on most occasions. But he may be a scapegoat if the New York Knicks get bounced out in the first round. You know, he's not the one that traded 5 picks, including 4 unprotected first-round picks, to the Brooklyn Nets for Mikal Bridges. That was Leon Rose. But who's to say that they're not going to look at Tom Thibodeau, particularly if depth isn't used, because you didn't cultivate those cats to be on the court to spell for your starters. Mikal Bridges, of all people, an Iron Man, was complaining during the season about the starters' enormity of minutes and the fact that the bench wasn't getting it. All of these things are things to watch out for. So the Knicks need to win this series. Make no mistake about it.
I want to hear from the former Knick. Where are you on all this?
First, I got to shout out the Detroit Pistons with J.B. Bickerstaff and that staff has done this year and getting them to the 6th seed, right? Like, that was super impressive. He has those young guys playing. I think they will challenge the Knicks. I think it's going to be a dogfight. The deciding factor of this, and this, this might go over a couple people's heads, but it's extremely tough to go into the Garden during the playoff time. I don't know if the Detroit Pistons are ready for that, right? I don't know if they're seasoned enough to be able to go in there. I think they will fight hard. I think Cade Cunningham is a hell of a player. And they got a lot of other young guys that's going to bring that toughness, right? J.B. Bickerstaff is, a seasoned coach. I think it will be a really good season, but I mean, it's hard as hell to play in the Garden during, and that's a shout out to the Knicks because I love playing my time here. But I think that'll be the deciding factor is the home court advantage, and I think that the Knicks will, work their way through, and they get this one.
Okay.
Well, Indy had an easy time doing it because they went their Game 7 last year and won the game, but that's neither here nor there.
Stop it!
I think the one thing that might help you. Come on. All I'm saying. The only thing that might help you guys is Jalen Brunson missed time because we know the problem that they have is because Tibbs grind them down in the regular season. Even the Iron Man, who had never complained about anything, it was complaining about, bro, can you not play me 45 minutes a night? And so that might be an issue. But to give up those picks for Mikal Bridges and lose a lot of your depth, I didn't understand that. Mikal Bridges is a phenomenal player. But I'm not giving up that. You gave up as many draft picks for Mikal Bridges as Phoenix gave up for Kevin Durant. And we know that's not a comparable trade. So I'm just going to sit back, enjoy my time, watching my team go. You know what? I think I'm going to go to the game on Saturday night. I think I need to be there to cheer on old Luka because he ain't seen me in attendance. So I might go just watch him his first game as a Laker, watch him go drop by 50. That's what I might do.
Why don't you come so they'll lose? They'll lose the rare trip that you make to L.A. You come up, you'll show up sitting courtside, and they'll lose. How about that? Why don't you jinx them? Why don't you do that? Do that.
All right, we're out on that.
The hostility.
Hey, go to the game. Go to the game. They need your good energy.
We already know that the Knicks did not win a single game against Boston or Cleveland, but they, of course, do get that 3 seed because the Pacers lost to the Magic on Friday. Pacers get the 4 seed, Bucks in the 5, Pistons in the 6. And so we start there with Pistons-Knicks first round. We wanted this. We hoped for it. We manifested it. And, Lou, now we're getting it. How confident are you that New York will beat Detroit first round?
I think New York gets out of the first round. I think it's going to be a battle, though. I think this thing is going to go 6 to 7 games. And the reason I say that is, you know, the Knicks, they hear the talk. They hear everybody talking about them not being able to beat top teams. But the great thing about the playoffs is it's one series at a time. You can't look too far ahead. You got to stay focused on the opponent that you have in front of you. And they're the favorites. They're the favorites to beat the Detroit Pistons. I think the only thing that's working against Detroit for me that don't give me confidence to think they can get past the Knicks, they got a little bit of that just happy to be here energy right now.
You think so?
Just a little bit.
Interesting.
Just a little bit. I think this is a hard-nosed basketball team that coached well, obviously. Them enjoying to mix it up and embracing that bad boy culture. All of those things are going to work in their favor. But, again, you got some young guys there that went from a 14-game win season last year to 44 this year.
Crazy. That's
a win in itself. So are they greedy? Like, are they hungry to get past somebody and really make a real stink in the playoffs? Or are they going to hang their hats and say, hey, we had a great season we got here. We'll worry about next year. We'll start looking ahead, and we're just happy to be here. That's going to be my only concern with the Detroit Pistons. Other than that, I think this will be a great series if they come with that tough mentality, ready to play and ready to shock the world.
Yeah, it's a good point because of the turnaround that they had from 14 wins to 44. It's already been a huge success this season.
I don't feel like they just
and
give
now
up,
they have
though.
a chance, though, to knock off a team that we were kind of saying that were contenders early on with a great starting 5, with all the star power, Jalen Brunson, to bring in Karl Anthony Towns. I think it's going to be a competitive series. I still got to give the advantage to the Knicks. I think Jalen Brunson is the most clutch player in the series. I think Towns, I think they present a lot of trouble to him with the physicality of Duren and Isaiah Stewart. So he's going to have to really, do his thing offensively and shoot the ball well in this series. But the Pistons just in the half court, when they slow it down, they take the ball out of Cade Cunningham's hands in the pick and roll and they blitz him. Can Beasley make those shots? Can Tim Hardaway, Tobias Harris, can those vet guys that they brought in for this exact reason do what they should do? We'll see, but I think on paper and going into the series, I like the Knicks.
Yeah, because fighting and mixing it up not going to be enough. Like
we know it's going to be physical.
Yeah, we know that they
like
have
that?
the physicality. We know that they enjoy a